Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton unleashing their harshest attacks yet on each other. But what do the voters think of the harsh rhetoric? Lee Carter is a pollster and partner at Miss Lansky & Partners, and she just put together some dial reviews for us. Well, welcome, Lee.
Great to be here.
You have chosen Hillary Clinton, calling Donald Trump a charlatan. Let's see how that plays with independents, Democrats, and Republicans.
He's been involved in more than 3,500 lawsuits in the last 30 years. And a large number were filed by ordinary Americans and small businesses that did work for Trump and never got paid. Painters, waiters, plumbers, people who needed the money and didn't get it. Not because he couldn't pay them, but because he could stiff them.
So overall, you can see Democrats loved the attack there. They gave it an A. Independents and Republicans just really didn't respond to this attack as well. Independents is C. You can see that the Republicans there are D. Overall, what you see that she does is she leads with tactics. She leads with the fact that there's 3,500 lawsuits rather than going to the big issue at hand. And she buries the lead there. And so it just doesn't resonate as much as some of Donald Trump's attacks. So if we take a look next at Donald Trump's speech, you'll see the big difference.
But basically, they're all going for that middle line. You know, they both know where both parties stand for the most part. Meanwhile, Donald Trump was on the offensive yesterday. Here he's talking about Hillary Clinton's integrity.
Hillary Clinton. And as you know, most people know, she's a world-class liar. Just look at her pathetic email server statements or her phony landing. Or her phony landing in Bosnia, where she said she was under attack, and the attack turned out to be young girls handing her flowers.
So the delivery on prompter or a speech that went about 45 minutes, very little ad-libbing. How was it received? It
was received very, very well. It's the first time in the last 2 weeks we've seen independents really respond to Donald Trump. Independents and Republicans gave him an A. Not surprisingly, Democrats gave him an F. But the story that we need to be watching is these independents. Independents need to be on the side of whoever is going to win. And clearly Donald Trump has the edge here.
Right. Yeah, this is a speech that was supposed to be delivered last week, was delivered this week. Hillary Clinton's retort on the stump yesterday was, I know I'm getting under Donald Trump's skin. Well, that may or may not be the case, but it wasn't with that speech because it was already written. Meanwhile, Loretta Lynch said something I think was, to say the least, controversial when it comes to the war on terror. Let's kill them with love.
We stand with you to say that the good in this world far outweighs the evil, that our common humanity transcends our differences, and that our most effective response to terror and to hatred is compassion, it's unity, and it's love.
This is the same woman. Did she notice the beheadings that ISIS is doing? Did she notice the Christian executions? And that's who we're going to kill them with love? We're
going to kill them with love. But now here's the thing. This is a really polarizing statement. It's a really polarizing view on the world, and Democrats really respond to it. They gave it an A. Independents and Republicans, obviously, it was on the floor there. It couldn't have gotten any lower at some points, and it couldn't have gotten any higher for the Democrats. The issue is how we view the threat, how we view the people. It's the same kind of issue as, was this terrorism or was it gun control in Orlando? We're looking at the world very, very differently. So in as much as that's true, we've got a real issue here that we've got to get on the same page as far as national security, as far as how we're going to do this, because you can see both independents and Republicans said absolutely not. We've got to deal with this in a very strong way. It's not about love. And the quotes that people gave us were just so interesting. Democrats saying this was so eloquent, it was so loving, this is the way that we should be, this is America. And on the other hand, Republicans and independents are saying this is absolutely nuts. We have to have strong America. We need to protect ourselves. This isn't going to help us. These people are terrorists.
And by the way, there's a report that came out that we've stopped, the FBI has stopped, and all the others, over 500 would-be attacks here at home.
Yeah.
So of these terrorist ilk, it's unbelievable that we can't get on the same page. But that is pretty if Donald Trump wants to be successful, he's got the economy and he's got terror. That's where they said, that's where the rubber hits the road.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lee Carter, thanks so much.
Anytime.